Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Subnautica with Gasbeard, and we're just leaving the main base and we're heading back down to that vent cave tunnel. There's a few things down there that we need to get. Now, I've been busy at the base and I'll show you what I've been doing when we get back there. I've also noticed that some of the fragments in the crates have been respawning. No idea why. But they're things that we've already got, and therefore they're only useful to us for titanium. I'm hoping... Oops, I'm glad I put the lights on there. I'm hoping we can get down here safely without encountering any big scary nasty monsters. Now, the reason I'm going back down to the vent tunnels is that there was stuff down there that we didn't have space to pick up, and there was also some new stuff that we had not gathered. Excuse me, I got a bit of a tickle in my throat. Now, what we need to do is we need to get down deep. Where's the... oh, if we get down to the vent first. See, a lot of the materials down here have respawned. There's a lot of the crystal on the walls. And I believe that was the... oh, that was them little bleeders. I believe this was the tunnel that we went through. And we came across something at the far end. Oh, there's a ruby there. Never turn down a ruby. They're not the easiest things to find. I hear a warper. I really don't want to hear a warper, but I hear a warper. And I believe it was out here that we had to be. Right, first things first. You see those red gels on the floor? I believe we need some of those. We want the scanner out. Ghost weed. And if we haven't scanned it, we want a fragment of it. What's this? Oh, pick up blood oil. Oh, new blueprint.
Acquired.
I don't know if that will let us plant it or not. Uh-oh. What is that noise? That is a seriously scary noise. Oh, Gabe's feather. There's a warper. Grab that blood oil. Did I see some more across here? No, it's a ruby. We'll have that. What's that? Can't scan it. This is a very scary biome. Can't scan that. Can we get a sample of it? No. Pick up the blood oil. Don't need to pick up crystal. I am full of crystal back at the base. That warper's still swimming over there just at...
This ecological biome matches 7 of the 9 preconditions for stimulating terror in humans.
Yeah, no kidding. It's got me terrified. Now, as soon as I go in the sea moth, I'm at risk of being attacked by that warper. We'll get rid of them bleeders. There's 3 of them. That one's still swimming. We'll get that one killed off. Another one battering. Ooh, what's that? Ouch. Go away, you. Don't know what's happening. Something's attacking me, and I've no idea what it was. There's that warper again. And where's my way out? There's 2 warpers. Oh my god. I think that's our way out. Let's hope this is the way out. We see the vent, we know it is. Yes. You. Right. Let's get up. Get back towards daylight. Is there anything new here? I was hoping to find more plants that are new. Because I've got a feeling that we're missing some plants to allow us to make specific recipes. Let's just hold here for a moment. I can't help feeling that we've missed something in that piece of wreckage. We have been in it. I think we've been in it twice as well. What was the new recipe that we got? 2 new recipes we got. Oh, synthetic fibers, excellent, and benzene. Terrific. What's attacking me? Is it a bite of fish or is it something else? I don't see it. What is it? Whatever it was fish rather than alien. Ooh, I can hear that warper. Oh, it's those little bleeders again, look. Right, Aurora rendezvous point. Base is that away. Let's do a little bit of exploring on the way home. And let's hope that we don't get jumped by warpers. Bit of a sandy bottom here. Let's follow the sandy bottom as best we can. We might come across something new. Taking us up quite quickly into shallow water. Don't think we'll find much new up here. This is where I used to have the second base. Anything in that box? That looks like a laser cutter fragment. We don't need that. Hey, Mr. Wreathback. Good to see a friendly face. What have we got down here? I didn't hear a warper. Doesn't mean there's not one down here, though. There's more blood vines. Now I hear a warper. Oh, and he's damn close. We'd have to get down and below him somehow. I could do with getting the red pods off those blood vines, though. Blood oil, they're called. inventory full. It must take up more space than I thought.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
In that case, let's go back to base and offload. And then come back. Or in fact, what we could do, get out here into safer waters. There's a big piece of wreckage, and we've not marked it. Have we searched it? That's a damn good question. Let's just look around, see if any of it's familiar. It's not. This is a new wreck. Or is it? That bit looks familiar. Where's my... I should have put a beacon on it. Yes, there's the entrance into it. We've been into that one. Yeah, there's my beacon. I've turned the beacon off, that's why. Okay, so there's nothing new here. That's a creature egg by the look of it. So we've searched this one. Okay. Sorry about that, folks. False alarm. Sorry to raise your hopes. Now, where's home gone? Oh, home's that way. Right. There's life pod 17. Down to our left. Yeah, we're not that far from home. We'll just go back home and offload. I think that's one of the routes down to the jelly shrooms. Yeah, it is. Now, I promised to show you what I've been doing at the base between episodes, so I've added a couple of power cell chargers and made an extra 4 power cells to put in there, keep them charged. I've also added 2 power cells, 250 whatever they are of water, a food brick and a first aid kit to the beard walker into its storage. I've added a locker for prawn bits. We've got nothing in there at the moment. Added a locker for moth bits. That took quite a while because it took quite a bit of materials gathering to do all that. Now, one of the things I want to do is I'm going to plant one of those. In fact, I'll plant 2 of those, and we'll then harvest those to fill the plant. Oops, harvest those to fill the planter, and that other exotic plant that we got, we'll add that in there. Check inventory a second. We haven't got any titanium. Drop those rubies off here. Almost full on rubies, that's good. We've got space for another locker. Actually, we've got several spares already. Nanite. So if we add those into there. blood oil. Oh, what was the recipe that we got from it? Synthetic fibers. Needs a benzene and a fiber mesh. We need 3 blood oils to make a benzene. Okay, so that's going to push us to use all of it. We do need that and a fiber mesh. Don't believe we've got... Oh, we haven't. If I quickly make that benzene. Then we need to go get some creepvine samples to make the fiber mesh. How many do we need to make a fiber mesh? 2 to make a fiber mesh. So nearest creepvine is down there. That'll let me make 3 fiber meshes. Fiber meshes. What's it saying on advance? Oh, right, synthetic fibers. Make 1 of them. Good. And how many did we need to make that reinforced dive suit? Was it 1? Was 1. 2 diamonds and 2 titanium. Excellent. So we put the 2 spare fiber meshes in there. Yeah, we'll leave it like that for now. That's a pretty plant, isn't it? Don't like the way that it sort of waves around like that in the habitat. Obviously only got 1 graphic, which is for when it's on the wind of the planet. Right, 2 titanium we said, and 2 diamonds. Oh, we've got the diamonds. Excellent. I don't know if we can make the reinforced dive suit here. Yes, we do. Excellent. You have to put it on, so on. Put the gloves on. Right, we'll be keeping that on permanently. Put our old dive suit into here. Right, you notice I've made the repulsion cannon as well as the propulsion cannon. And I've also made the stasis rifle. We'll need them eventually. That's a Cyclops bit, it won't be staying in there for very long. Need to make an extra spare battery in there, but that can wait because we've got 4 in the battery charger. Right, the next thing we want to do is eat and drink, recover that little bit of lost health, and then we've got to get back out. There's a particular item that I'm looking for. It's called a deep shroom, and we've got to get quite deep to get it. We're going to need to take another set of those. that one for a minute or two, and then we'll eat that one. Right, deep shroom. In theory, we have to go down through that passageway that we've just been in, what I call the vent cave, unless we can find an alternative route through. We've got to get really deep to get the deep shrooms. They tend to live in caves, and they tend to be in very deep water. We could go back to the Degassi habitat, in theory, but there's just as many warpers there. There's also the brain crab there. I really want to make some of the Seamoth defense bits if we're going to do that, but let's have a quick look at the blueprints, because I don't think we can make any of them. We've done the depth modules for the Seamoth. Hull reinforcement, 3 titanium, a lithium and 4 diamonds. It only guards the Seamoth against collisions. It doesn't guard the Seamoth against attacks by creatures. We can't make the energy efficiency module because we need to make polyaniline. We can't make polyaniline until we've got the deep shrooms. Solar charger we could make, but we don't really need it. Seamoth perimeter defense system again needs polyaniline. Torpedo system we could make, but we'd struggle to make the torpedoes, although we could make the vortex torpedoes. Currently got a storage unit and the Mark III depth module on the Seamoth. That one's pretty essential. That one's very useful. So is that one. If we had that one, it would allow us to ram the warpers and not take damage, because it would count as a collision rather than a creature attack. But that's a lot of diamonds to use up. We'll risk another run down to the Degassi habitat. First of all, we've got to make sure that the marker for it is on. Yes, it is. Or is it? Yes. Why is life pod 13 still on? We don't need that on. Change that to green to show that we've been there. So what I'm going to do as we start our dive down to the Degassi habitat, I'm going to end the video there, otherwise it's going to get far too long. I'll see you in the next episode down at the Degassi habitat, or on the route down to it. Hope you've enjoyed it so far. Give it a like if you have, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one. This is the Gazbeard, trying to figure out which direction I'm supposed to be going in. And as always from me, it's not goodbye, it's just bye for now. See you soon.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,